Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all will be fine. Today we are going to start the reading of English class 3. Now we are going to start the reading of unit number 1, Dorothy Meets the Scarecrow. Dorothy walked along the road. It was made of yellow bricks. When she had gone some miles, she needed to rest. She climbed to the top of the fence beside the road and sat down. Her dog, Toto, was also tired. He lay down on the ground by the fence. There was a large cornfield on the other side of the fence, and in the field there was a scarecrow. Dorothy gazed at the scarecrow. Its head was a small sack stuffed with straw. Its face was painted on the sack. It had an old, pointed blue hat on its head. On its body, it wore a blue suit of faded clothes, which had also been stuffed with straw. On the feet were some old boots. The scarecrow was tied to a tall pole. It was there to scare the birds and stop them from eating the ripe corn. While Dorothy was looking at the painted face of the scarecrow, she was surprised to see one of the eyes slowly wink at her. She thought she must have imagined it. Then the scarecrow nodded its head to her in a friendly way. Dorothy climbed down from the fence and walked up to it. Toto ran around the pole and barked. "Good day," said the scarecrow. "You didn't just speak, did you?" asked the girl in wonder. "Certainly," answered the scarecrow. "How do you do?" "I'm pretty well, thank you," replied Dorothy politely. "How do you do?" "I'm bored," said the scarecrow. "It is very dull being stuck up here night and day to scare away crows. Can't you get down?" asked Dorothy. "No, this pole is stuck up my back. Please help me get down." Dorothy reached up both arms and lifted the scarecrow off the pole. He was quite light because he was only stuffed with the straw. She set him down on the ground. "Thank you very much," said the scarecrow. "I feel much better." Dorothy was so surprised to hear a straw man speak. The scarecrow stretched and yawned. "Who are you?" asked the scarecrow. "And where are you going?" "My name is Dorothy," said the girl, "and I am going to the Emerald City. I'm going to ask the Great Oz to send me back home to Kansas." "Where is the Emerald City?" said the scarecrow. "And who is Oz?" "Why, don't you know?" she replied in surprise. "No, indeed. I don't know anything. You see, I'm stuffed with straw, so I have no brains at all," he answered sadly. "Oh," said Dorothy, "I'm sorry for you." "Do you think," he asked, "if I go to the Emerald City with you, that Oz would give me some brains?" "I don't know," she replied. "Come to the Emerald City with me and Toto. You can ask the Great Oz for brain." "What if he doesn't give me one?" "You should try anyway," said Dorothy. "You have nothing to lose." "That is true," said the scarecrow. "You see, I don't mind my legs and arms and body being stuffed because I cannot get hurt. If anyone treads on my toes or sticks up into me, it doesn't matter because I can't feel it." Dorothy listened carefully and nodded. She was amazed to see the scarecrow walking and talking. But I do not want people to call me a fool. And if my head stays stuffed with straw instead of with brains, as yours, is how am I ever to know anything? I understand how you feel, said the little girl, who was truly sorry for him. If you will come with me, I'll ask Oz to do all he can for you. Thank you, he answered gratefully. Dorothy, Toto, and the Scarecrow walked to the fence. They climbed over it and started walking along the yellow brick road towards the Emerald City. Toto sniffed around the straw man. He growled as if he suspected there might be a nest of rats in the straw. He was behaving in an unfriendly way because he didn't know the Scarecrow. Don't mind Toto, said Dorothy to her new friend. He never bites. Oh, I'm not afraid, replied the Scarecrow. He can't hurt the straw. Toto, be nice, said Dorothy to her dog and bent down to pat him. Then she picked up her basket and they began walking again. Do let me carry that basket for you. I shall not mind it, for I can't get tired, said the Scarecrow. I'll tell you a secret, he continued as he walked along. There is only one thing in the world I am afraid of. What is that? Asked Dorothy. Is it the farmer who made you? No, answered the Scarecrow. It's a lighted match. Okay, now as the reading is completed, so we are moving towards the exercise. The part A is of comprehension, and question number 1 is answer the following questions. There are 6 questions. The answers of all these questions are given in these notes, which are given by your teachers from the school. Here words meaning are also given. Gazed, घूरना. Bricks, ईंटें. Slowly, आहिस्ता. Politely, नरमी से. Climbed, चढ़ना. Some dictation words are also given. Wink, pole. Better, fence. Road. The next part is about the true false. Which of these sentences are true or false? Number 1. The Scarecrow never gets tired. This is true. So we have to write here T for true. The next. The Scarecrow is frightened of the farmer. False. F for false. The Great Oz lives in the Diamond City. False. In the Emerald City. Dorothy has a dog called Coco. False. Its name was Toto. The Scarecrow is wearing a blue hat. This one is true. These are also given in the notes here. Okay, now in the next there are question is given. Try to find these words in the story. This is the statement that describes the particular word in the story. For example, this keeps an area closed off or protected, usually made of wood. Now, which thing shows this statement? In the story, fence is used, so this statement describes fence. All of these answers are given also in the story, also in the notes here.